Hey guys, today I will discuss something very important about photographer's life. So that thing is data management. And when you say data management, that is hard disks. So there are a lot of hard disks outside in the market, and people are really confused which one you should go for because there are cheap ones, there are higher ones, there are costlier ones, there are delicate ones, and there are low capacity, high speed. So there are different types and there are different sets of hard drives. So in this video, I will discuss about that, and I have some of the hard drives available in my studio. So I will discuss about that, which drives I use, which systems I use, which will help you to figure out which system or which hard drive is most suitable for you. So the first hard drive I will discuss is a traditional portable drive. So which is a 2.5-inch hard drive, which is roughly the same hard drive you will find in your laptops. And the best thing about those hard drives, they are portable. So you can just carry it in your pocket everywhere, anywhere in the world. They are so efficient, it just powers up with the USB, it can transfer the data at the same time. They are USB powered, they are USB 3.0, so they have a nice speed, data speed with that. The problem with that, they are so portable that even if you put it in a backpack, it will just get tossed around, and there are a lot of chances that the hard drive can get corrupted, and eventually you will lose your data. But they are so low in the cost. So in India, a 1 terabyte regular hard drive will cost you roughly 3,500 to 4,000 rupees. So they are so cheap as compared with the data sizes you get. The second set of drives is a powered portable drives. So the name portable is not so portable, they are just external drives. They are just 3.5 inches drive. The 3.5 inch drive, you will find it in a desktop class machines. So they are just external drives, and you need to have a power supply to it. So the only advantage you have is they are just not roaming around here and there like a portable drive. So they are just sitting on your desk and they're just powering up through the power supply, and you get a USB 3.0 speed, or I think so now they have a USB-C, I guess. So they are not so reliable in a way, but if you compare with the pricing, in just 7,000 rupees, you get a 4 terabyte hard drive. So they are so cheap, and if you're just keeping it in an office or in a home or anywhere in the desk where you won't be moving it too much, these drives can actually go very long. So I have a drive which is roughly 8 years old and still working fine. So I'm not even using that drive as my primary drive. It's just sitting there to store some extra chunk or some of my personal drives which I don't need it regularly. But still, it is 8 years and still working. So yes, you can use till certain period of time. The third set is NAS. So NAS is network attached storage. So then, as it says, like we discussed the two drives earlier, which are powered, or they transfer the data with the USB. The thing about network drives, they transfer the data with the Ethernet port. That is a network port. Uh, so the advantage of this network drive is you can keep it anywhere in the office or anywhere in the home, and you can access it from anywhere. You just have to put it in a modem or a switch or router, wherever you want, and you can access it anywhere. Some of the NAS drives like I have, that is a WD Cloud, which also acts as my personal cloud. So I have a 4 terabyte personal cloud which I store the movies, my pictures, the family photos, and everything in that. So it is just a separate drive apart from my commercial works. The second drive I got is a QNAP drive. So QNAP has a certain software inbuilt that I can program my two drives in a different way. So I have a two-way NAS and I can configure it with a RAID system. So RAID system is something which is more redundant. So as the name says, it's redundant array of independent disks. So I have a two-way NAS. So one drive is actually working drive. The second drive is just a copy. It's just a clone of the first drive. So anyway, in at any time, if one drive fails, I just have to replace that the CPU inside this NAS system will rebuild the whole data in a newer drive. So I don't have to worry about the data losses. The problem with these NAS drives, they are not so cheap. So the unit itself cost more than 10,000 for 2 bay NAS systems, and the hard drives inside them are so expensive because you need a special hard drives, because these are the machines meant to run 24/7, so you need a special drives which can handle those pressures. So WD makes WD Red system, the WD Red hard drives, and the Seagate makes Seagate Iron Wolf or Iron Wolf Pro, I guess, for these systems. They are so expensive that you end up spending more money on the drives, but they are so efficient, they are so reliable that eventually, like, if you like this system, you will just spend the money because you're getting that relief that my data is safe if whatever happens. So you'll spend a lot of money in that, but at least you will have a peace of mind at the end. So the fourth system is not actually a system; it's just an enclosure. So I was looking at the Amazon last month, and I came across the system of Orico, which has this 2 bay, like a NAS drive only, but it is not a NAS. It is just a USB enclosure unit. The problem with the NAS, I have to put the same capacity hard drive. So if I'm putting 4 terabyte in one bay, so I have to put 4 terabyte in another bay. But in this, I can just put 8 terabytes on a first slot, the 4 terabytes in the second slot. Anyway, I can just have combinations, and it will show up on my computer as an independent disk. So actually, I can configure this in a RAID system with a software or with a Linux, but I didn't want that because I have some hard drive sitting in my office, and I want to access it not so regularly, but once a few days or in months. I need some hard drives because they are archive drives, and I need to access them. So this is the best system I can get, and it's just powered by a 15-volt socket, and it is the data transfer is USB 3.0, so it is pretty fast, and you just see two different hard drives, and I can transfer the data or I can access the data anywhere. This is also a low cost unit. If you have a hard drive or older hard drive, this thing costs around 6 to 7,000 rupees, and you can just access it any of your old SATA hard drives with that. So 5-year-old hard drives will also work in this, and even if you purchase a new one, and you can use it as an external drive. If you have an iMac or something like a Mac machines which are not upgradable, you can just have these and you can access it full speed. I actually rendered some of the footage out of it, so they are pretty fast. If you like this video, just share with your friends. If they have any questions, if you have any questions, you can just write it down in the comments below, or you can just Instagram me. I will able to answer some of the questions if you need to build a system or if you need a guidance on that. If you like this video, please do like this, please share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.